Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Napolitano, thank you for coming back before this committee. And I reviewed in the written statement that you gave us the 6 identified Department of Homeland Security missions, and I appreciate you breaking that out for us. Last month, this committee had the opportunity to discuss the border situation, the southern border situation, mainly with Chief Fisher. And at that time, I read the definition of operational control from the Secure Fence Act of 2006, in which Congress defined operational control as the prevention of all unlawful entries into the United States, including entries by terrorists, other unlawful aliens, instrument of terrorism, narcotics, and other contraband. This definition is brought more to the forefront with the understanding that Hezbollah is in cahoots with a cartel. And I'm concerned, as many Americans, that they're using smuggling routes of the cartel to bring God knows what into this country. The Customs and Border Patrol is publishing data stating that only 44% of the southwest border is under operational control, and we see that a border state, Arizona, is suing the federal government, your home state. Chief Fisher had earlier stated that they had acceptable level of operational control. And I stated him, acceptable level of operational control to the American people means that we control who enters this country. On February 11th, a Arizona sheriff, 34-year law enforcement veteran, Larry Deaver, he said this: "I can't stand publicly and endorse a political initiative part of this," said Deaver, whose county borders Mexico in the southeast Arizona area. "I can't stand up side by side with people who say that this border is safe and secure when it's not." And this came only a few days after the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Commissioner Al Bearson came to Arizona to meet with border sheriffs to discuss border security. Deaver stated that the President's administration was seeking to sell the belief to the American people that the border is safe and secure as part of a publicity campaign. And those are his words. So my question for you this morning is just a further understanding of what Chief Fisher and this administration and your office means when they talk about operational control.
Well, Representative, as I've said many times, what we want to have is a safe and secure border zone from San Diego to Brownsville, and no one is more familiar with that Arizona border than I am. I have worked that border as a prosecutor, as a governor, and now as the secretary since 1993, so I have a lot of years of experience with that border. There are disagreements among the sheriffs along that border, by the way, so I will just simply note that not all the sheriffs are in agreement with Sheriff Deaver, who I also worked with for many years. But here's the point that I think is so important. The point is that we have a pathway forward on that border. It includes manpower, it includes technology, it includes infrastructure. It's a combination of all three of those things. It also includes effective interior enforcement of our nation's immigration laws, because the big driver of illegal immigration across that border is the opportunity to work in the United States, make a wage, and send it back to another country, primarily Mexico right now. So that's what the pathway forward is. That's what the plan, the buildup has been. That's why the President has put more Border Patrol agents in his budget than any time in our nation's history. That's why he's put more funding into technology. That's why he's put more funding into ICE. That's why he has supported the largest deployment of technology to the southwest border in our nation's history. That's the pathway forward. That is the plan. Unfortunately, the H.R. 1 that passed here contradicts that plan, and it goes backwards. It will take us back to where we were several years ago in terms of the actual resources that are available at the southwest border. So I would respectfully ask this committee to look at the continuing resolution and look at our FY12 budget request with those priorities in mind. But I think we all share the same goal, and the goal is to have a safe and secure border, and the goal is to have a border through which legitimate travel and trade can go back and forth. We have some huge land ports of entry along that border. Mexico is the #1 or 2 trading partner of, I think, 23 of our states, so that needs to be facilitated, even as we increase the manpower and equipment laydown between the ports.
Well, I think our goal is the same, is securing the border, determining what comes in here, and thank you, Mr. Chairman.